Latest update as of February 24th, 2026, all of the illegal properties built on hill slopes, built on the hills, built in orchard zones across Goa are now completely legal. While the current political spotlight is on the 84,000 square meters conversion of land in Siridao of the St. Andre constituency, today at MQM News Network, we will expose to you several other such instances of rampant illegal constructions happening on hillsides, on hill slopes, on orchard lands across the North Goa coastal belt. MQM News Network will break to you the names of couple of these properties which are owned by high-end premium owners from outside of Goa. Let us begin with Lohono Stays. Lohono Stays is a property owned by Dhiman Shah and Nibran Shah from Gujarat, and they have built these luxury villas which you will be able to see from far off anywhere in Morjim because they are built right on top of a hill. Who are the guests of such villas? These villas have guests, premium guests like Bollywood A-lister actors, businessmen, tech tycoons who need privacy, who need to be away from the armed janta like you and I and want to be on top of hills because who will complain about them? Well, unlike the public unity and public strength shown by the local villagers of Palem of Siridao from the St. Andre constituency, there was one single man who stood against these illegal hillside conversions by these properties. Who was this man? This was Umakant Khot. Umakant Khot, a 65-year-old senior citizen from Kharchawada, Morjim, was found murdered in November 2025. This 65-year-old senior citizen, Umakant Khot, was found dead in suspicious circumstances. Who killed him, how he was dead, nobody knows. But he was protesting against the illegal construction happening in Morjim on the hills. And then, of course, he was found dead under mysterious circumstances. And now we break to you that it is not just the Delhiites to whom the Goan authorities are selling these green orchard zones. This also goes out because today we will break to you in Morjim an illegal construction happening on the hill slopes by the Reddy group from the Andhra Telangana zone. So it's not just about the North Indians who are being given these pieces of land, but it's also being leased out to anyone and everyone who is ready to shell out the kind of cash that the authorities need to sell their own homeland. Here, let us first begin with the statement made by the Mandrem MLA Jeet Arolkar. Well, as soon as the attention of the public came on to this 84,000 square meters conversion, MLA Jeet Arolkar gave a statement that over 60,000 square meters of land across the Pernem Taluka has already been converted. Yes, all of this 60,000 square meters is green zone, is hill area, which has been already legally converted to commercial settlement zones. Arolkar made a statement that he, as the MLA of this constituency, was not aware that 39A was in fact harmful to the ecology. He even went on to state that the local panchayats were out of the loop, were absolutely unaware that this hill conversion, this green zone conversion was happening in their own areas. Now, the question that MQM News Network has is this what an MLA is supposed to state? What is the MLA's role? What is the panchayat's role in maintaining and securing and preserving their areas? Then where and whom does the accountability lie with? Now, what forms the backbone of Jeet Arolkar's statements? Well, MLA Jeet Arolkar has blamed Section 16B, which came out in 2022. He blames the zoning plan of 2022. And lastly, he blames the newly introduced Section 39A of the TCP Act, which came out in 2024. The question MQM News Network asks MLA Jeet Arolkar is, how about the illegal properties construction which began prior to 2024, prior to 2022? There are properties which have begun illegal construction on green zones, on hill slopes in the North Goa, Pernem Taluka, before any of these circulars came out. So, who gave this approval to them, and what was MLA Jeet Arolkar's role in ensuring that this did not happen? How did any of these properties then manage to secure an NOC from the panchayat for their illegal construction? If the panchayat was not even aware of any of these acts, of any of these activities, then how did they grant the NOC to any of these properties? Do you know what will happen if 39A were to come into effect? Well, basically, what this means is properties like Goya nightclub, which was built on an agricultural land, will automatically become legal. The demolition of properties like Goya nightclub was ordered long back. Now it still stands strong. Why? Perhaps because they are already aware that the notification 39A is going to come into effect, essentially making Goya once again a legal nightclub, a legal property. Any such property which continues to stand on orchard land, on green zones, on NDZ zones, on hill slopes will automatically become legal if 39A comes into practice. This is a movement and this will not stop. MQM News Network will continue to report on ground without any bias, without any fear. We will continue to hold every minister, every MLA, every panchayat member responsible, accountable until the last hill of Goa is saved. We have seen what happened with Aravali. We will not let that happen to Goa, at least not anymore. This is Ms. Bakadri reporting for MQM News Network. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and stay tuned in to MQM News Network.